The rest of the league should be scared, terrified, actually. While everyone's busy overpaying for aging veterans, Mike Elias just pulled off another masterclass. Brian Ramos is an Oriole, a 23-year-old Swiss Army knife who can play literally anywhere, and we got him for cash. Cash. The White Sox just handed us a lottery ticket, and they don't even realize it yet. This is what separates us from the dinosaurs in the Bronx. They chase names, we chase talent. They buy championships, we build dynasties. And Ramos? He's another brick in the foundation of something special at Camden Yards. Wait, before you say, but his major league numbers, let me stop you right there. This kid hit 277 with 4 home runs in his first professional season. He was 19 years old, 19. Then in Double-A, 272 with 14 bombs. The raw power is real, the bat speed is elite, and the approach, it's being refined by the best player development system in baseball. Let me break down what we actually got here. Brian Ramos is not just another depth piece, he's a project with legitimate all-star upside. The White Sox rushed him to the big leagues last May, threw him into the fire with the worst team in modern baseball history, and somehow expected him to thrive. That's organizational malpractice. Look at his minor league track record. In Birmingham, he posted a 369 on-base percentage. That's a light plate discipline for a 22-year-old. The 14 home runs. That's just a preview. His exit velocities in Triple-A were consistently above 95 miles per hour, and his launch angles improved dramatically throughout the season. But here's what gets me hyped. It's the versatility. This kid has played first base, second base, third base, and left field. In our system, with our coaching staff, imagine what Brandon Hyde can do with that flexibility. One day he's spelling Jordan Westburg at second, the next he's giving Ryan Mountcastle a breather at first, then suddenly he's crushing lefties as our designated hitter. The White Sox saw a 202 average in 32 games and panicked. We see a 23-year-old who walked in over 10% of his plate appearances while playing for a dumpster fire of a franchise. Context matters, and Elias understands context better than anyone. And let's talk about what we gave up. Weston Wilson. Nice story. Solid backup, but he's 29 years old, and he's maxed out. Ramos is 23 and just scratching the surface of his potential. This is the difference between being smart and being desperate. The Yankees, they'll go drop $30 million on a 34-year-old utility guy who had one good season. The Red Sox will trade 3 prospects for a rental who'll bolt in free agency. Meanwhile, we're collecting young talent like infinity stones, and it's not even costing us real assets. You know what the Bronx Bozos don't understand? You cannot BUI what we're building. You cannot sign chemistry. You cannot purchase player development. You cannot free agent spend your way into having the youngest core in baseball with real championship windows. Jackson Holliday, Kobe Mayo, Heston Kierstad, Samuel Basallo, and now Brian Ramos. That's 5 position players under 25 with superstar ceilings. 5. The Yankees' version of this? Buying Giancarlo Stanton's age 38 season for $40 million. Here's what's about to happen at Sarasota this spring. Ramos is going to show up with a chip on his shoulder the size of Illinois. He's going to attack every at-bat like it's his last. And our hitting coaches, Ryan Fuller and Matt Blood, they're going to unlock something special. Remember what they did with Anthony Santander, turned him from a platoon guy into a 44 home run monster. What about Adley Rutschman's jump from good to great? That's development, that's coaching, that's the Orioles way. Ramos has plus raw power, he's got above average speed, and his defensive tools are legitimate across multiple positions. In the White Sox system, he was just another guy. In our system, he could be the next breakout star that everyone wishes they'd grabbed first. And let's be real, we didn't trade for him to sit in Norfolk. Elias doesn't make moves for AAA depth. Ramos has no minor league options left, which means he's competing for a big league job right now. The 26-man roster just got younger, more athletic, and more dangerous. Think about the lineup flexibility this creates. Hyde can stack righties against tough lefties with Ramos in the mix. He can give veteran guys rest without dropping off defensively. He can pinch run in October with real speed. This is championship roster construction, and it cost us literally nothing but money. The White Sox thought they were clearing space for Seranthony Dominguez. What they actually did, they handed us another future building block for pocket change. This is why we're going to be a light for the next decade while Chicago rebuilds. Again, every other team in the American League should be watching this move and getting nervous. Because while they're chasing big names and bidding against themselves, we're quietly assembling the most talented young roster in baseball. Again, Brian Ramos is not coming to Baltimore to be a backup. He's coming to compete, to prove, to dominate. And when he breaks out, when he's hitting 25 home runs and playing Gold Glove defense at 3 positions, everyone's going to act shocked. But we'll just smile because we saw it coming. The dynasty is loading. The baby birds are growing up. And the rest of the league, they can keep spending their billions on declining veterans. We'll take the hungry 23-year-olds with something to prove. Welcome to Baltimore, Brian Ramos. Welcome to the future. Welcome to Dynasty. Let's go O's.